Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I remain your one and only MC Benedino. Thank you very much guys for the feedback, for the text message, for the call. Give me an update on what I've been doing so far. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And also for those of you that are subscribed to my channel, I want to say thank you very much for that. I really appreciate you and I'm not going to take you guys for granted. For those of you that like my video, those of you that shared my video, thank you very much. I really like you so much and I really appreciate that. Yes, for those of you that have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please, I beg you, subscribe to this channel now. Please subscribe to this channel now. Thank you very much and share this video too. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, so today I would like to do some, before I forgot, happy new month to you guys. Welcome to the month of February. I wish you all the best. I wish you all to wish yourself in the month of February. Happy new month. Okay, so for those of you that have been following my last two videos, you'll discover that I've been talking more about politics in Nigeria because of the political climate that we have now. But based on the feedback that I've gotten from people, I will be doing some tweaking to this channel now. So we will not be focusing more on politics, but on a very salient issue that is actually trending now, and which is more like immigration. So this channel will be talking more about immigration process. For those of you that want to travel from Nigeria, from any part in Africa, and by extension the world at large, if you want to come to the US, you want to come to Canada. So I'll be giving you advice on how you can actually go about it legitimately. Okay guys, legitimately. And also I would like to put out a disclaimer to you guys too. I am not an immigration officer, I don't have a license, but I'm only sharing my own personal experience with you guys. Okay, so everything I tell you guys on this channel is my own experience, right? And based on some of the research that I've done. So it is not legal, so you can't sue me. I can't be sued for that. And I'm on this channel. I'm not going to ask you guys for any money. Freely I receive this information and freely I'm going to give it to you guys. Okay, so that is for you guys. All right, so we'll be talking more about immigration. When I talk about immigration, I'm talking about how you can get if you want to come to Canada, how you can apply for your visitors visa, if you want to study permit, work permit, express entry, your road to permanent residence, citizenship. So I'll be giving you my own experience because I've been in Canada for like 5 years now, and I'm a permanent resident with so and I have some of this information. So I can actually share based on my experience. And also at some point on this program, on this channel, I'll be bringing in some seasoned and veterans that are more learned, probably beyond me too, to come and share their own experience on how they got there, how the road has been so far for them. Okay, so that's what we'll be talking about on this channel, and that's going to be our focal point. In addition, we might be talking about maybe sport at some time, or we talk about politics. Those are going to be like an addendum, so that's not going to be the focal. Origo. Okay, welcome to my channel once again, guys. So let the game begin. So today is going to be like immigration intro 101. So I'll be telling you guys about how I actually started my journey, how I from Nigeria all the way down to Canada. That's what I'll be telling you about on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video. Okay, so the journey for me started sometimes in 2013 after my bachelor's degree and my NYSC program, and I was roaming the street just like any other youth looking for a job. So there's this friend of mine, shout out to you, Lincoln Biodun. We grew up together, so we were like, okay, let's go for this seminar that was being conducted by one of these top universities in the UK. They came into Keja, so we went there, and to be precise, it was University of Northumbria. So they told us about what the requirements, what we need in terms of finance and certificates. So they told us that we need like 10,000 pounds to study for masters in the UK. Don't forget I told you there was no job. So there was no way we could actually get that kind of money. So, but we didn't give up. The consistency was still there. On another day, still in 2013, we went for another program in Federal Palace Hotel. That's in Victoria Island. So some colleges in Canada, they came in there to come and sensitize people about studying in Canada. We went there, we got some flyers, some journals. They told us about the tuition fee and the rest of them. And on that particular day, we were like convinced that this is what we want. Because when you compare the tuition fee, it's lesser as compared to other universities in other colleges in UK and US. And also when you look at the prospect that after your study, you can actually get work permits, work, and your road to permanent residence is actually clear. Okay, so we left there on that day with the premonition that, oh, that is what we want. So when we got back home, we were driving, telling our parents, trying to convince them about the tuition fee, which was more than like 12,700 Canadian dollars. So how we can actually get the money and the rest. So for me, I was doing that, and at the same time I was looking for a job. But fortunately for me, I got a job with Globalcom, and I was transferred to Port Harcourt. Yeah. So the moment I got transferred to Port Harcourt and I got that job, I became a little bit hesitant and was on the low side because I've gotten a job. I'm like, okay, let me gather some money before I think about traveling. My friend was in Lagos. He has a job too in Lagos, but because he's closer to the resources and everything, he continued. The consistency was there on his own path. And at the point down in line, he called me sometimes in May 2013, and he was like, oh, Ben, guess what? I'm like, okay, what's that this time? He told me that he has a study permit to study in Canada, Humboldt College. I'm like, for real? And before I know it, boom, the guy was gone. Oh my God. Okay, I still continue with my work in Port Harcourt. And 2 months down the line, my sister, that's my elder sister, told me that her husband, which is my own in-law, got an admission at Sentinel College in Ontario, Canada to study. Oh, and that was when I paused. I'm like, okay, for real. I don't want to be left out of this. So immediately I pick up my phone and I call my friend now in Canada, Lincoln. I'm like, yo, guy, I'm ready this time around. What do I need? So he told me that, okay, because when he did this, he went through agency. He paid like 400, 500,000 to get a study permit. But because he's there now, he told me all I need is to get my transcript, send it to him, which I did. And in 2 weeks' time, he got back to me with admission to study project management at Humboldt College. Oh my God. When I got my admission letter, I was so elated. I'm like, okay, I'm one leg in Canada, one leg in Nigeria. So the next thing was to go about the visa processing. I knew I was in Port Harcourt. There was no way I can actually go to Lagos every time to go about the processing. I can actually do myself, but because I want it to be done perfectly, right? So I picked up my phone again. I called my elder sister. I'm like, okay, who did it for your husband? She gave me the information. Shout out to you, Ventina. So I reached out to Ventina. She told me she's going to get, because I already have my admission myself, she said she's going to get 100,000, and she told me the requirements. I'm like, okay, no problem. So part of the requirement that I gave her, apart from the 100,000, was she requested for my bachelor's certificate, my NYC certificate. She requested for financial statement for like 6 months, I guess. Yes, I built that and I gave it to her. She requested for my admission letter from Mumba, obviously. I gave it to her. She requested for a reference letter from Glow, which I also spoke to my manager about it, and we got that. So everything was put together, and sometimes in August, 2013, she put everything together and she submitted it at VHS office in Lagos. Okay, so we submitted in August, and August, nothing, September, nothing, October, nothing, November, precisely, towards the end of November, I was in Lagos on my leave then. I got an email, and they were like, okay, you can go for medical. I'm like, I don't understand what that means. Anyway, I picked up my phone again, as usual. I called Lincoln. I'm like, yo, this is the information I got. And I was like, yo, Ben, you're one leg in Canada, man. You're like 80-85% in Canada. Because whenever they tell you to go for medical, except you have a very big illness, you're like good to go. So I went online and I booked an appointment with the children's practice in Ikoyi, where I did my medical. And when I went there, what they requested for was my urine test, my blood test. I did x-ray, and that was it. I submitted it on that day, and I left back for Port Harcourt. So on December 17th, that was my birthday, I got a feedback from CIC telling me that, it wasn't a feedback. I got a call from Ventina. Yeah, I was on site on that day, and Ventina called me. That's the lady doing the process for me, right? She called me and she was like, oh, Ben, guess what? What this time? She said, you have been refused by CIC. I'm like, really? The moment she told me that, she was quick to say, oh, Ben, I was just kidding. You got the study permit. You've been given visa. I was so happy. You need to see me. I was so elated on site, and people around me felt the joy in me. I was so happy. And immediately the process began, because the school I was going to in Canada was resumed sometimes January, I guess. Yeah, January 5th, 2014. So, and I received the message December 17th. So literally I had like 2-3 weeks to prepare. So immediately I went to my boss, told him about my resignation, I traveled to Lagos, went to management, dropped all the requirements that I had in my possession, gave it to them. And shout out to my sister. She helped me booking the ticket. I booked the ticket. And on January 12, 2014, I landed in Canada. Then shout out to you, Biodu and Vicky. They came to pick me up at the airport, and that has been the journey. Okay, so guys, that is just the story of how I transitioned from Nigeria to Canada in 2014. Okay, so what is the moral lesson that I want you guys to get from this video for today? So what I want you to learn from this video today is that, one, you can be nobody. You can be nobody, because for me, I wasn't actually born with a silver spoon. I'm just like an average person on the street of Lagos after my study. So if you are nobody, you can actually get to US, you can actually come to Canada. It's not about having the right information as at when you have it. So you can actually do that. I'm just trying to encourage you guys that you can actually do that. It's not about getting the right information, and that is what this channel is probably going to give to you guys. Another thing again I want you to learn from this information I've given out today is consistency. Okay, so you need to, whenever you have a determination, you have a goal. Okay, if your goal is to travel, to study for your masters, for whatever, you need to always be consistent with your goal. Okay, you need to give it tenacity. You need to always give it push. You don't have to relent. At no point should you say, oh, I want to give up because I can't do it. Even if you fail, you have to continue to do it. Okay, the persistency me and my friend had was because we will keep going to those seminars in Lagos and Ikeja, because we need those information. Okay, so be persistent, continue to push for it. Okay, and I know at one point in time you might actually get what you're looking for. Okay, so to cut the long story short, that is my journey to Canada. On my next episode that I'll be sharing with you guys, I'll be telling you about how my 1 year study was. Okay, it was really a turbulent period, right? Because you're studying, you're thinking about the 1 year work permit, or do you want to do the second program and get your 3 year work permit? So which one do you want to do? So I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag to let you know what I did, but on my next video I'll be sharing more light about what I did and how I went through. Okay guys, thank you very much guys once again for staying tuned to this channel, for watching this video. Please share this video. Please, I beg you, subscribe to this channel. The only way you can actually encourage me to let me know that what I'm doing is right and you love it is to share this video and to subscribe to this channel. Until I come back to you guys, I remain your one and only MC Bernardino. One love. Peace out.